What's up, everybody? We are back with another YouTube video for all my viewers. Today's video is sponsored by Johnson Plastic Plus. And what we're going to do today is we're just going to go over some really cool material that they sent me. I made a custom sold key sign for one of my customers who's a realtor. And it's already all cut out. We're going to assemble it together. I'm going to go over all the details about this material, and that way you guys can have an idea of what we're working with. Also, I did make a light burn video I was going to add to this, but it is a little bit long. Some of you might think it's boring, but if you want to learn some things in light burn, I think that video would be really useful for some of you. And also, I might learn something because maybe some of you have some better ways to do things, and you can leave it in the comments and let me know, because I am very open to learning everything. I don't know everything about light burn. Trust me. There's so much I could probably grow on in that department. But I do know a few things, and I think it is a useful video. But if you guys want to go check it out, I will put the link below for that video. But yeah, today's just going to be pretty simple. Just going to go over the material, and we're going to put it together, and I'll have a discount code for you guys if you want to follow Johnson Plastics Plus, their link that I'm going to add. But yeah, let's just get into it. Let's go. All right, so we're about to go over the material that we're going to use for today's custom sold key sign. Before we get started, though, I want to mention that I want you guys to leave watching this video or even watching my light burn video to be inspired. Think outside the box when you watch this, okay? Don't think, oh, I don't want to make a custom sold key sign, so skip. No, like hopefully you watch this and think, let it inspire you to make a different type of sign that you can do the layers on, because we're going to be doing some layering. You don't have to just use Rowmark. You could add some wood to it. You can just let your imagination go, because there's like so much that you can do. That's how I get most of my inspiration, is by watching other people's stuff and trying to pull little bits and pieces out of maybe what other people do and try to create my own thing. So just hopefully this can inspire you guys, especially in light burn. Also, when you guys are watching the light burn video, just think that you use the tools that I give you, the things that I've learned, and hopefully you can apply it to your own custom signs or own custom projects that you'll be doing. Okay, I'm not going to keep going on and on. Now let's go over the material. So for starters, our backboard. Our backboard, and ignore, I had to run some tests, okay? This isn't going to be all pretty. But this is going to be our backboard. This backboard is going to be the key. It is the Naturals collection, the Rowmark's Naturals collection. And this one specifically is barnwood gray that engraves white. I've gotten like actual acrylic, and I haven't been that successful with acrylic, but for some reason with this Rowmark, I have dialed it down to where I can cut it. It does take quite a few passes, and it's trial and error, but I've got it down. So if you have a diode laser, it's not impossible. For some reason, this Rowmark just works really good with my the D120 watt. So try it out, test it. My settings that I provide you guys are my own. They might not work for you, but I definitely think give it a shot and try it out. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. But this sheet specifically is an 1/8 inch thick. I want it to be thick because I want the person, when they're holding it up, they're all happy. Yeah, I got my house. I want it to be sturdy. I don't want it to be like wonky, floppy, okay? So this is an 1/8 inch thick. This is a 12 by 24. Our key is going to be 23 3/4 inches wide. So it's going to fit on here quite perfectly. And I did run some tests. You could see some trial and error, but I got it dialed down. All right, so I have my colors here. These are the colors of my customer's logo. She's going to have a small logo, her logo on the key, and we are going to layer it. So this is the ADA alternative Rowmark. I got this in 1/32 of an inch thick. I want it to be thin because, like I said, we are going to be layering it, so I don't want it to stick too far off of the key. As you can see, I have run some tests already on the white. I was a little nervous about cutting through white because, like I said, not a lot of people say that they can't cut through white plastic with the diode laser. If you have a CO2, you're golden. But you can. I've got it dialed down. I'll put my settings in the light burn video if you guys want to check it out. But the thinner Rowmark right here does cut a lot easier. With the diode laser, just know that your edges might be a little rougher. Not bad. I think it still looks good, but I just do a light sanding on it, and I think it's going to clear it up fine. These are also 12 by 24. So these materials, the ADA alternative, the Naturals collection, the Rowmark, they on Johnson Plastic Plus, they have a very large variety of color options. Also, they have different thicknesses and sizes. So follow the link down below if you guys want to go explore their website. Now I want to show you guys some of the samples that I have and show you some different color options if you guys want to check it out. So I've gone over some of these samples before in a previous video. If you guys have not seen that video, I will link it for you. Go check it out because I linked ways for you guys to go get free samples of Rowmark. Go check out that video if you guys are curious and interested and start messing around with this material. But what we got here, I just wanted to show some more of the Naturals Rowmark, different wood colors that they have. So we have the dark gray one that engraves white and the barnwood gray. And then they also have like browns in here, which are really nice. They all have a little bit of a texture feel to them so that they feel a little bit more realistic. And then they also have marble up here that also has some texture to it. So these are really awesome. I think that they're unique. They're different. They add some character to your signs. And then over here, we have some more wood options, but these don't have any texture. They're more of like a soft feel to them. And they have another couple marble options and then some chrome and just some matte and glossy ones up here. But this is just 2 sheets, okay? There's a lot more sample sheets that you can get. And these do cost a little bit of money. If you guys are interested in checking them out, all the information about getting these kinds of sheets are in that video I just mentioned. But yeah, I think that this is great material to work with. I'm super excited to put it together for you guys. So let's now run the laser and start getting our project put together. All right, so our key is fresh off the laser, and you know what? She wasn't looking too clean. She was looking a little rough. So something to know about this material, everybody, is with this Rowmark, the barnwood gray that engraves white, and possibly other materials that are Rowmark with a white base layer and a color on top, you might run into it getting a little dirty, like residue. So what I have found that works is, I don't know if you guys have watched my previous videos, but I've talked about this before. LA's totally awesome. LA's totally awesome. Yeah, I said that right. So this stuff is amazing. You get it at your local dollar store. If you don't have a local dollar store, good luck, Chuck. I don't know what to tell you. Go on Google. I'm blessed. I have a local dollar store, so I buy it there. It comes in jugs. I go through this stuff like crazy. So you're going to spray all of your project, spray, 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 and then you're going to go in with your magic eraser, and you know, your girl is cheap, okay? I don't buy the real deal. If I get the knockoff version, I will get it just to see if it works good. And these do. This is the knockoff version of a magic eraser. I will link them in the description below. I get them on Amazon in a big pack. Go check it out. Use these. And it gets it super clean. As you can see, very clean. Before, it was there was a lot of dark residue all around the white. You're going to have to scrub at it a little bit, but it turned out great. Let's get into the next thing. Okay, so with this material, us diode users, okay? A lot of people say that you cannot cut white plastic with your diode laser. And so I had to solve this issue because my customer really wanted this and I wanted to make her happy. So I figured it out. And if you guys go watch that YouTube video or the Lightroom video, I will go over my cuts, my layers, my settings to show you guys how I was able to cut through this. There is quite a few cut passes. Okay, so will I be doing this all the time? Probably not. I don't want to put my laser through all that hard work. So I was able to dial it down, get it cut out. One of the issues I ran into is that the edges kind of just a little bit are a little melty. Not bad, okay? Like, I'm a perfectionist, so I notice every little detail. So what I'm going to do to solve that issue is just go over it with a little light sanding, and I think it's going to solve that problem right up. If you have a CO2 laser, you are blessed. I'm proud of you, and I look up to you because I want one so bad. You will not have that issue, obviously. You guys all know that I have CO2 lasers. I don't even want to go into it. One day, I'll get one. If any CO2 companies are watching this video right now, want to hook a sister up, holla at you, girl. Something I forgot to mention is with the thinner white Rowmark, it is way easier to cut, okay? And the reason that I did not do my small material test grid on this sheet specifically is because running it in that many passes on a tiny little square, you're going to run into issues. So you need to do something a little bit bigger to kind of get an idea of what your cut settings are going to be. So that's why you saw all the little circles on there. So if you guys are going to run tests, I recommend doing bigger circles or squares to do your test, because if you're blasting it away on a material test grid, it's just going to melt it completely. So yeah, I did not have any issues with the thin Rowmark, the white Rowmark. It cut fine. It still had the little bit of the melty edges, so just sand it. But I'm going to finish cutting out the rest of this, and then we get to assemble this bad boy. All right, everybody, so we are about to put it all together, and I'm super excited. Well, I actually already put it all together. You guys are going to watch B-roll while I talk about putting it together, starting with the material I used, product that I use, Lexel. Sticks to almost anything. That is a good selling point right there, and it's true. It works, and sticks to wet surfaces. Like, come on, that is some good stuff. Local Ace Hardware, go check it out. No, I'm just kidding. We don't need that, okay? We don't need that crap. What we do need, and what I did not do, is order your material with adhesive already on it. Johnson Plastic Plus has the option to get the adhesive already on your Rowmark. So don't make the same mistake that I made, okay? I wish I would have done that. It would have saved me quite a bit more time. It would have been a lot easier. Wouldn't have been as messy. You're not going to run into issues, mistakes. It just would have been nice, okay? So don't make that mistake. Go check it out. Get the adhesive on it. If you're going to try to customize the sign, it will make your life a whole lot easier. I ran into some issues. So something to know, if you have a diode laser and you're trying to cut through white Rowmark or plastic, some people say you can't even do it because it's really hard. And normally I would say you can't, because I'm not going to do this all the time. Not with white. It takes a lot of passes. So that's what I'm trying to get at. It will take a lot of passes. It's going to take a lot of practicing your material testing and research and just trial and error. Honestly, that's what I did. I got it down to a lot of passes, but I was able to cut it and it looks good. Just check out the Lightroom video that I have going over how I designed this, and I'm going to go over the settings for you. But I just need to let you guys know that, because I don't want you guys to order this stuff and just think that it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, okay? Because it's not, at least not with white. And some other colors might be challenging too, but white is probably the hardest. Something that you absolutely can't cut through is clear. Already tried that, didn't work. So yeah, I keep saying, I need to stop. Gosh, darn it. Okay, almost did it again. An issue I was having with the house. The house was supposed to be black that engraves white, and it wasn't cutting it. It wasn't working. So I ended up doing white that engraves black, because when you're cutting through black Rowmark or plastic, it's like probably going to be the easiest one that you can cut through. So I ended up switching because I kept trying and trying and trying, and for some reason it just was not working or looking good, which is weird because this is way thicker than the material I was trying to cut for the house. The base layer was white for the house, top layer was black, but for some reason it just was not coming out and it was not looking good. It was looking pretty rough. So I went with this option. Still looks good. So I just want to let you guys know those are some issues I ran into, some things to be aware of if you're going to order the Rowmark, and to know you might have issues with the lighter color like white. If you guys have any questions at all about any of this material, please just put it in the comments and I'll try to get back to you guys. But for more information, check out the Lightroom video, okay? All right, friends, we are done. Finito. I'm super excited. I thought making this project was actually fairly easy. This is my first Rowmark cut sign. So I think it went pretty well. I did run into a few issues, but those are just learning experiences, okay? But I think a lot of you guys, if you're just starting out, this is a great material to start using. It's a great way to start making custom signs. It's not too hard. And if you're unfamiliar with Lightbird and you just started out using it and you want to make something like this, go watch my other video on how I designed this project. I walk you through step by step what I did. I show you some cool features and settings, and I'll go over all my cut and material settings that I used to get this project done. But please remember, these are my settings. This is what I do, how I created it. It might not all work out the same for you, okay? I can't guarantee it. You're going to have to run some tests. You're going to have to practice and do some research. But you can also write in the comments if you guys have any questions, and I'll happily answer them. I do have another video out on how to do a tri-layer Rowmark patch for a hat. So go check out that video if you guys want to make a custom hat with some of this material as well. Thank you, Johnson Plastic Plus, for sending me this material. I'm always so pleasantly surprised with the stuff that you guys come out with, and I'm very excited about this material, and I can't wait to do so much more with it. If you guys found today's video useful, if you guys liked it, if you guys think I'm getting better at this, because I'm trying really hard, please let me know. Like and subscribe. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.